Welcome back to Fire Solutions Academy. On this video, I'll be walking you on logic, which is I'll be basically on the truth table. There are videos already on logic. This at this point, I'll be showing you how to compute truth table, argument of true or false, and so on and so forth. Don't forget to share this video, subscribe, and on this channel you can learn any topic on mathematics. Just trust me. Let me start with truth table. Now, before I want to write truth table, don't forget that in the previous video I introduced something like this. I call it connection or connective, and also I have symbol, and also I have names, which is on the previous video. Now, which is I have a not, I have and I have or, if, then, and if and only if. And at this point, which is and, not is being indicated by this, which means negation. Negation. Now, look at this. How do I know? It means not equal. Not equal. Now, this one is and, this is and this is conjunction, and is multiplication. Now, negative times positive is always negative. That is what I want to use. Now, this one is or, which is going to be a disjection. Now, sorry, I make something, I made mistake, sorry, I made mistake. Okay, now, this one is plus, and if and only if, let me leave in and only if alone, but this one is called conditional, which is, we have what? Conditional. And biconditional. Biconditional. Now, listen to me. This one is equals to, let me leave this one alone. That is what I want you to know. Now, for us to generate truth table, note this is very important information. They are very important. These are what we're going to ask for you. Once you can understand all this, you'll be able to solve any problem on what? On truth table. Now, for your information, we have to raise to power of, if it is P and Q, it means powering 2, which is going to be what? 4. It means you are having 4. If it is P, Q, R, it will be powering 3. If it is only P, Q, it will be powering 3, which is going to be what? 8. It means we'll be having 8 arguments. This one, if it is only P and Q, it will be powering 2, which is 4 arguments. Now, what are the arguments? The arguments are those true and false. That is what we are working on. Now, let me generate one table. Look at this table. Permit me, where is that duster? Oh, sorry, this is spoiled. Oh, God. Okay, now, okay, no problem. I think you should be able to take note of those information. They are very, very important. Now, look at this truth table now. Now, look at this table. I have, now, if I'm talking about P and Q, it means my 2, which is going to be 4 arguments. Now, look at this. I have P and Q. Here will be true, true, false, false. Here will be true, false, true, false. Now, the first question is, I have to look for not P. Now, not P means I will move on not P, it will be false. Not this, it will be what? False. It will be true. Sorry, it will be true. And it will be true. Now, not false, it will be true. Now, if it is true, it will be false. If it is false, it will be true. Now, this one is not Q. Can you see? Not Q will just be what? False, true, false, true. Can you see? Now, if I want to move on, I want to move on by having P and Q. Now, this is what I want you to understand. Now, just put T to be 1, F to be 0. And it means, I told you that and is multiplication, which at the beginning of the video, I said and is multiplication. It means P and Q. It means 1 times 1 is what? It will be 1. It means it will be true. Now, P and it means 1 multiplied by 0. It will be what? Is 0. It will be false. Can you see? Here will be what? False. Because with 0 multiplied by 1, it will be false. 0 multiplied by 0, it will be what? It will be false. That is P and Q. If it is, for instance, I'm having negation of what? P and Q. Now, look at how do I solve this thing? You must to deal with the bracket first before you talk about the inside. Now, it means, normally this is the bracket. It means I'll be having false, true, true, true. That is all. Now, if the question comes this way, I have another question. Implies Q. Now, I've told you that if this one is, for us to be true, listen to me, let me quickly explain something here. Look at this information. Look at this information. Now, the conditional will be true. Will be true. Let me use not truth. True. If P and Q are true, or if P and Q are false. When is true? Okay, when if Q is true also. Now, what will make it to be true? Listen to me. What will make this thing to be true? The first thing is, if both of them are true, it will be true. If both of them are false, it will be false. It will be what? True. Now, look at me. P implies what? Q. It means P conditional on what? On Q. It means, sorry, I'm not making a mistake there. I think, sorry. This is P. Mistake. Now, what you just need to do, look at this. P, true, true, it will be true. False, false, it will be false. That is the first condition. If both of them are true or false, it will surely be true. Now, the next thing is, if P is true here, and this is false, it will be true. Now, but this one is false, and this is true, it will be false. That is our answer. That is our answer. Please, that is our what? Answer. I repeat, if both are true or both are false, it will be true. And if this, which is the one that implies it, is true, it will also be what? It will be true. Let me also move on to this. Let me quickly explain the other one. Now, P. Now, this is a biconditional. Biconditional statement, let me just explain that. Biconditional. Both are true or both are what? False. That is what you make it do. If both are true or both are false, it will surely be true. For instance, true, it will be what? True. What else? False, it will be what? True. Now, if both are not true, this and this, it will be false. And this and this, it will be false. Can you see the difference between them? Now, this one rests upon P or both. Rests upon P or both. If P is true, it will surely be true. If both of them are true, it will be true. If both of them are false, it will be false. If this one, if both of them are true or both of them are false, it will be what? False. If any of them is false, it will be false. Thank you. Thank you for that. I think you can see how the questions goes out. Now this is 2. Because of what? We are talking about P and Q. P and what? Q argument. It means 2 raised to power 2, which is going to be what? 4. That is why we're having 1, 2, 3, 4. But if the story changed and we're having P, Q, and R, it will be 2 raised to power what? 3, which is going to be what? 8 argument. Please take it. It means I will now use it on the that is what we want us to work on. Permit me to give another problems on truth table that will be very lovely and nice for everybody to. I think by now you should be able to understand what truth table is all about. Okay, permit me to write the question down. Let me rub this thing because I will be using all the part of the board. Because, okay, it will be very long. Okay, look at this wonderful question. It was given by one of my friends somewhere. You know, that's why we need to work on it. Construct the truth table for the following forms. Number 1, P implies negation of Q. Number 2, P and Q implies R. And 3, P equals to, which is equals to, or biconditional of P implies R, and not P or Q. P or Q, bracket of imply, biconditional, which is equals to P implies Q. Solution to this problem. Please, you have to understand this thing very well. Just calm down. The first thing you need to do, we're talking about 2 raised to power what? P 1, 2, 3, power 3, which is going to be what? 8. It means I'm having 8 arguments. I have P, I have Q, and I have R. That is what I'm talking about. Now, 1, 2, 3. This one will now be what? 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, false, 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 false. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if it is 4, there will be 2 raised to power 4, which is going to be 16. Now, this one will now be what? 2, 2, false, false, true, true, false, false. Let me do it this way so that there won't be any problem and everything will be very right and rhyme. Now, this one will now be what? True, false, true, false, true, false, true, and false. Now, let's start with the question. The first one, we are talking about what? Not P, not Q. Now, not Q. Can you see my not Q? Now, if it is not Q, what I will just do is that I will look for this. It means it will be false, false, true, true, false, false, true, and true. That is my not Q. Now, I will now move on to the next one. P implies not Q. P implies not Q. Now, P implies not Q. What I will just do is that P implies not Q. Now, where are they talking about P and what? Not Q. This is what we are working on. Now, P, 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 this, it will be false. Definitely it will be false. This, it will be false. This will be true. Hope I'm making sense. Okay, this, it will be true. False, it will be what? True. False, it will be true. False, true is Q that is having it will be true. Because this rest upon it. Can you see? It will be true. And this one is true. This one does not matter. False, true. It will be what? True. That is very first thing we do. Now, okay. The next thing we need to work on, I want to do this one. It means this is number one. Number one is solved. Number two, I will now move on to P and Q. Don't forget that's what I told you. P and what? Q. P and Q, what I just need to do is that P and Q, 1 times 1, it will be 1. 1 times 1, it will be 1, which is true. 1 times it will be what? Is 0. F 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 and is 0. F. That is for that. That is for that. Now, since I have that, I will now move on to the question. The question says that can you see logic is very simple? P implies Q. P and Q implies R. Now, I've told you that whenever you are having true, it will be true. What is our how? This is our how. It means true, it will be true. True, false. True, false is R that has the power, which is going to be false. False, true, it will be true because this is having true. It will be true. False, false will be true. And this, it will be true. And false, false will also be true. And false, true, it will be true. And false, false will be true. Now, it means this is answer to number 2. Can you see how it's being solved? That is answer to what? To number 2. Now, I will move on to the next question. The next question says that P implies. Now, I will first move on to what? P. Please, you deal with bracket first before you deal with what is outside the bracket. If I were you, I will be having P implies R, which is the very first one. That is what I will do first. Now, which I will have P implies Q. Now, you can only P and R. That's what I'm talking about. R has the power. True will be true. True, false, it will be false. True. This, it will be false. It will be true, it will be true. And it will be false. And it will be true. 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 Can you see? Don't forget that R has the power. If both of them are true and both of them are false, it will surely be true. Now, if R is true, it will surely be true. But if R is false, it will be false. Take note of that very well. I think that is very clear. Okay, hope I'm not making a mistake. Hope I'm not making a mistake. I'm looking at my results here so that there won't be any problem. Oh, this one is telling us false. Hope I'm not making. True, false, true. Okay, I think I'm not having this problem. Now, the next thing I will now do, I will now solve this thing. P implies, P by conditional of what? P implies R. Now, at this point, the same way. Now, how will I go? P and it means when both are true and both are false. Now, this and this, it will be true. This and this, it will be false. This and this, it will be true. This and this, it will be false. This and this, it will be true. It will be false, rather. This and this, it will be false. this and this, it will be false. And this and this, it will be what? False. And you see, hope I'm not making any mistake. Okay, I'm not making any mistake. Now, P implies what? Can you see? That is what we are talking about. This and this, but I'm not making a mistake. This and this is true. This and this is false. This and this is true. And this and this is true. And this is true. And this is what? Is false. Is false. Now, the next thing, this is going to be what? Number 3. Now, the next one is what? Not P or not R. Now, I would love to get my P, not P. Now, my not P will be what? False, 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 false. 1, 2, 3, 4. True, 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 true. That is mine. Now, I will now move on by or Q. It means this is Q. Not anywhere there is trace of true. It now be what? Not P or Q. That is my or. Not P or Q. Now, not P or Q. Not P or Q. Now, this is going to be any trace of it will be true. Any trace of true will be true. It will be true. It will be what? False. It will be false. It will be true. 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 Now, it means answer to number 4. Now, I move on to the last one, which is going to be what? P or Q. P or Q. First. P or Q, that is what I'm going to do first. Now, P or Q, P or Q. P or Q, I'll be what? True, 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 true. P or Q, true. False, false, false. And false, false, false. P or Q, true, true, false, false. Now, okay, can I continue? I will now move on to what? P implies Q. Can I have P implies Q here? P implies Q. P implies Q. Have I done it? P implies Q. P, no. Now, let me now move on to P implies Q. Before I now solve my question. P implies Q. Now, P implies Q. Just what I just need to do, P implies Q, which will be what? True, true. P implies Q. Is Q that is having false and false and true, 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 and what? And true. That's what my P implies Q. I will now continue by having the question number 5. P or Q, which is equals to biconditional of P implies Q. Now, okay, now what I just need to do now is that let's try to solve something. This and this, it will be what? True. And this will be true. And this will be what? False. Any case of false, it will be false. And true. And what? True. And here it will be false. Here will be what? I mean, will be false, false. And here will be true, here will be false. Here will be false. That is mine. It means here is solution to number 5. Number 5. Now, I'll be stopping here. Can you see what is called truth table? This is what is called truth table. Now, this can be given to you anywhere, any time. Just calm down and follow what is given to you. I would love to prove one proving, which is the next video. Once again, thanks for watching.